I was always the type of person to load up a new Minecraft world, play it for 2 weeks, say I was bored, say I didn't like my builds, whatever it may be, and then start fresh. Load up a new mod pack, load up a new world, start from scratch, build all over again, enjoy the beginning phases of Minecraft, and after 235 days in this world, I think I can confidently say I don't want to start a new world again. I think I've built so much in this world, committed so much to the story, the builds, the journey, that I don't think I want to start this over. And in this challenge, I am playing one Minecraft day every day for an entire year. Like I said, it's day 235. We're grabbing a melon for every subscriber as well. Hit that subscribe button, as well as writing down one lucky subscriber on our infamous wall of subscribers, which I'll get to in just a moment. But let's go over here. Let's start on our build for the day. Our build for the day is going to be working on this flower shop that we got over here. We got all the blocks that we're going to need, and we're going to see what we can do in just 20 minutes worth of time. But while I do that, we might as well talk about it. I think this is going to have to turn into my forever world. I think out of any world that I've ever made in my Minecraft journey, we're going to need more blocks, by the way. This one has to be the one that lasts the longest. There's no way that I can possibly load up a new Minecraft world and start fresh without committing to it being like a challenge. There's no way I can ever load up a new world and say I'm starting my forever world at this point. It's got to be this one. That's kind of the conclusion I've came to. I've always, like I said, I've always been the kind of guy to really thrive in the 2 week phase. I was always like the kind of guy that just builds massive builds in 2 weeks, and then, you know, me and my friends are like, let's start it all over again. I'm like, oh yay, like I gotta build what took me 2 weeks in this massive mansion and base and everything, and now we're just gonna restart. Sounds good. Yeah, I don't really love playing that way anymore. I don't think. I think I did enjoy that, and I think I'm gonna replace these with these tough pillars. I think these walls, well, I call them pillars because they kind of represent pillars for me. I think they look pretty good. So we're gonna do that in the corner as well. I think that might look pretty good there. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't know. I mean, I can commit to, say, 100-day challenge. Like, if I wanted to do 100 days building in a certain biome, I could commit to that. But I can't commit to starting fresh on a new forever world. Like, this is going to be my forever world. I'm committed to that. Now, if I want to do another challenge in this world, that could be a cool thing, too. Maybe I start fresh next year and do the same thing in a different biome. Maybe I choose to do a 100-day challenge in a different biome, but in this world. Obviously, it wouldn't be able to be hardcore then, and I don't know if I'm cut out for hardcore anyways. I'm not the best. I'm not the best at stuff like that. Like that stuff that gets me. Usually it's not easy to play in hardcore. I thought it was really easy until I did it, and then once I did it, I was like, oh, this is not a joke. I didn't think I'd have a problem with it until I actually played hardcore. It's genuinely a pretty hard challenge. Like, you kind of just watch people play hardcore. We don't have shears. I need shears. Wait, do I have shears? No, I don't have shears. I need more oak leaves, by the way. But yeah, I would watch these 100-day challenges. I'm like, oh, that's a really cool build. Like, you know, like, not thinking that they had to survive in hardcore the whole time. And then I realized that, yeah, I'm not. There's no way. There's just no way I can survive 100 days in hardcore. Would you guys watch 100 days not hardcore challenge? Like, maybe 100 days building, I don't know, like say, like, around winter, we do, like, in a winter biome, like a snow biome. Like, that's kind of been one of my thoughts. Like, we build, like, a cozy, like, cottage kind of thing. I think that would be a fun little task, fun little challenge. I feel like you guys would enjoy that, but let me know. your actual thoughts in the comments. And also, let me know if you want to get on that wall of subscribers in the comments. And I can get you on that wall. I do have the ability to do that, so don't you worry about that too much. Alright, so we got a little more wood. We got some leaves. We're going to need these leaves for the build. We're also going to need to figure out what we're doing for the roof design. I think I wanted to go with a mix of tough, and I'm not sure if I want to go with spruce or what I'm looking at right now. So let's try and figure that out. But let's see. Hold on. Mango's going crazy. We're gonna leave her to her own on today's video. She is going absolutely wild right now. But let's see. We are not crafting leaves, but I think I want maybe like a little bush. But that kind of blocks the whole design we just went for. I don't know if I love that exactly. We might have to move that. We'll see what we can fit there. We're gonna fit something there. I wish you could maybe make like a shorter bush. Like, I don't know. That could be interesting. Let's get some composters. Start decorating the outside. What do we need here? We need some of these. Get 5 of those. Start decorating the outside a little. And we can get to work on the roof. Maybe just a few composters hanging around on the sides here and there. Probably on the back we'll have a line of bushes as well. And then right there. That should be good. Place our leaves down. Make it look nice and detailed. How much time we got left? We got 13 minutes. We got more than... Look at that. We got 2 different versions of oak leaves. We got the dark ones and the light ones. Pretty cool there. Okay. I also don't know if I'm going to leave this kind of open or do a wall here. I'm like not sure on that. Here I'm going to do a wall. I just kind of haven't figured out what I want that wall to look like, so we're not touching that yet. I think once I start working on the roof, it'll be easier to make those walls. I don't know why, but for me, especially, it becomes easier to make walls once I actually start building a roof. I just kind of envision the build better, I think, is what it is. But let's see. I want to do this. So we're going to trim the roof with this toughness. This toughness is going to be the roof trim. Okay. All the way around. I think this should be tall enough. I don't want to make this build too tall, because then we end up taking away from our windmill and maybe our lighthouse entrance as well. I don't want to take away from those builds. Those builds, I really like those builds. I like how they came out. So let's see. I do like that. And maybe we go with a bit of a flatter roof design rather than something too tall and bulky. I'm thinking a flat roof design, but I kind of like this tough brick. I think it's looking pretty good. I do like the glass as well. It really does look like a nice little shop you'd see maybe in your hometown, whatever it may be. I am liking that. I feel like we're missing, we need a little bit more oak, so maybe we gotta have like we either go with the flower garden or like a little deck here with some seats on it. That could be pretty cool. Maybe a little front deck where people could sit around and eat flowers, I guess. You're not really sure where I was going with that one. Let's see. Let's work on this wall now. I think I have a better idea of what I want to do here. Something like that is probably what I'm looking to do. And then we could have a little side entrance here. Why don't we? Little side entrance. This is reminding me, like, using oak wood just, it throws me back to when I was like, I don't know, 12 years old building in this game. Every time I use oak wood, I think like that's all I used to use. I used to just, you know, grind it out. Oak wood and cobblestone, baby, like the villager houses. That was me. That was my beginning stages, at least. I think we've grown quite a bit. Definitely use some more diverse block palettes at this moment. but I do remember those days. Nothing but good times. Let's see. Let's place this glass down. How much time we got? We still got 10 minutes. I feel like we've gotten quite a lot accomplished today so far. So I'm already pretty happy with our progress. I think we set ourselves up really nicely yesterday. I think getting like almost all the blocks that we need, setting up these shulker boxes, kind of giving us a little room to work with here, it definitely helped. I have to say that. And sometimes, you know, I don't want to stop on the day, the last 2 minutes. Like, I get so enveloped in some of these builds that I don't want to stop, but I think a lot of the times when I stop the last 2 minutes of the day and I just start preparing, that really helps me get good progress in the next day to come. I don't know if I want to turn all of this into stairs, but it's looking like we might have to turn quite a bit of it into stairs. We are already... We're depleting our tough bricks very quickly. We have 54 of them. I want to keep a little bit of them. I might want to use some for some design aspects on the interior, so we'll have to see. But we are depleting it very quickly. What the heck? How did that happen? Alright. Same thing here. I'm gonna bring this roof out. And I feel like I made that a little far away right there, but that should be pretty good. I'm thinking I might want to bring this wall in one. We'll have to see on that. We'll have to see, because the roof is going to match up with that wall, and I don't like that. It makes it look very flat. So let's bring that wall in. Just one. Plus on the interior, I think it'll look better. Just walk in. Got some flowers. I think this should look pretty good, but maybe, just maybe, here's what I'm thinking. We bring just this part of the wall in here. That actually is a better idea. Give it a little more depth, keep a little more depth there, without sacrificing the build too much. I do like that. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna need more of these, yeah, we're gonna need more tough stairs, I think. If I want to build this roof out of it, we're gonna need more. That's for sure. I don't want the whole roof to be built out of it. I kind of want to do what I usually do with most of these builds, like kind of a little bit of a trim, if you see something like that. So we're not gonna need this whole roof to be built out of tough stairs, but we're gonna need quite a lot of it to be built out of it. So, and we're already running low. Not a good sign, my friends. Not a good sign. Also, this angled roof design is going to be pretty tough, I think, because I want the same thing over here. I want to bring this up. I want to bring this up like so. But maybe we just bring it up a little bit. Maybe we don't go crazy. Maybe, like I said, we don't go crazy tall. We just do a pretty flat roof. That could be a pretty good way to do this, I think. I think this is what we're going to do. A pretty flat roof. This is as tall as it's going to get. A nice flat design. I want to do something different here, you know? I don't want to just copy and paste as we say. Still got 6 minutes. Let's see how much of this roof we can get done. We're running out of food here. We got some pumpkin pies that we got yesterday. We really prepped nicely yesterday. We really did. And I'm thanking myself for it now. But as I said in the start of this video, if you told me that I had to delete this world, which I may have to if I don't have enough melons to subscriber ratio, I would be very unhappy. I would be besides myself. Is it beside myself or besides myself? I actually don't know the saying there. But I definitely don't want to delete this world. That would be probably the most brutal thing that I could do. Because I've spent so much time, you know, grinding it, and so many memories here. No matter what, I want to keep this world to even just come back and look at all the time. You know, I really did Well, not did like it's over, but I really have enjoyed this entire journey. And I appreciate all you guys for joining me along on this journey. It's been nothing but enjoyable. So thank you, and I will be continuing, like I said, till day 365. So don't think I'm going anywhere. I ain't going anywhere. I'm not leaving. Let's see. What else do we need here? We need to figure out what's going there, because that's not technically part of the roof or the wall, I guess. That's going to be an interesting thing to figure out. All right, we need tough slabs to bring across here. I'm not really loving those tough pillars now that I've put down the roof. I don't like that it matches. It's not looking too good to me, but we're gonna figure that out. I promise you that. We're not just gonna leave it and have it looking ugly. That's the last thing I do in my worlds. Nothing ugly gets left. Only the good looking stuff. Alright, so same thing here, but I don't love that. I really don't. We'll have to see how it looks in the end. Let's build this edge of the roof so then we can get the walls at least placed down and figured out. That's what I'm going for, right there. Alright. Strip that. I think this is going to be same thing. Yep. Strip that. This will be right here. And we shall strip that. And we're going to need these walls to be a bit higher, each of them. Something like that. Each of these walls is going to have to be brought up quite a bit. And I think I'm going to go with something like this here. Not only for block conservation, but also because I think it looks nice. It's kind of the pattern we were going with there. So I think that looks pretty good. Place that there. Okay, now here's where things are gonna get a little difficult. And we got 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Let's put these like so. I think this is the design that I want on top of this straight up and down log rather than angling it on its side. I think that's gonna look pretty good. We'll have to verify that. But that, my friends, is the good start to what we will need to do tomorrow, which is hopefully finish this roof. And I think at this point in the video, I don't have much time left. It's looking pretty solid. I am liking the design. Kind of looks like a flower shop. I think it's going to need more flowers, obviously. But I need to get that wall of subscriber name down. I got 1 minute and 50 some seconds to do so. So let's just start placing some saplings in here. This is going to look so good with these things. And maybe like a centerpiece, like I said, with more flowers in it. I don't really know what I'm going to do for that. We'll have to figure that out. Let's go get down a wall of subscriber. A subscriber of wall. I don't know the best way to say that, to be completely honest with you. Today, on our subscriber of wall, we have my friend Hey Buggy. Welcome to the wall of subscribers. You are officially a legend, and yeah, hope you're enjoying the series. It's been nothing but fun for me. I hope it's been nothing but fun for you. So let's go head back and let's prepare ourselves for tomorrow. What are we gonna need? We're gonna need oak slabs for the roof. We're gonna need to figure out a better way to do these tough pillars. I think they look good in certain scenarios. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Those look good. These ones don't. So we're gonna figure out something better for these ones right there. Maybe just a giant bush. I don't know. And I kind of wanted to give it like an overgrown feeling. Like those look good. Those pillars look fine to me. I can leave those there. The ones that go in those corners, though, that looks good. They don't work. We're gonna need to work on that. I don't love the look of that. Not vibing with it. Sorry, not sorry. They don't look good. Same thing here. We're gonna need to figure out what's going in on this wall. Maybe just a nice little window here. I also don't know if I love this I don't know what I was doing with this. We're gonna tear that down. We're gonna figure that out. I think we're just gonna go with some stripped oak. Figure that out. But if you made this far in the video, comment progress, because we're making good progress, I think, in the series and in this build. So also make sure to like, subscribe, hype the video, leave a comment letting me know you did so. You get on that wall of subscribers, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 236.